we're back again for the Canal sessions, and I'm very, very pleased to welcome, finally, we get together, John Stewart, Chief Executive from Manchester Pride.
Hello.
Hello. Thanks for joining us. We are 5 weeks and 1 day. Is that right?
We are, the heart's beating a little.
From the big weekend. I want to know how hard it is to be the chief exec of Manchester Pride. It's because, I mean, you take a lot of flack.
I think it's all relative. I would say before I moved to Manchester, I was leader of Aberdeen City Council.
Right.
I had a turnover of £1 billion and the whole city hate me. Now I've got a turnover of £1 million, I just have a village hate me. So it's
okay. We know where we like to. So we are coming into Pride season. For me, Manchester Pride is the heart of our Pride season in the UK, and I know people are going to argue what's called Mancunian, and it's a big part of everyone's calendar. It's not a huge part of my calendar as I get older, I'm going to say, but it will be this year because we're going to do the sessions and I'm back at the union and stuff. Last year there was a big rainstorm and it wasn't a wonderful weekend, although you were the only event in the northwest which went ahead. That's right, isn't it? Yeah.
Well,
one of the big events.
Greenfields was cancelled after a day. The big Liverpool Street Festival was cancelled as well. It was horrendous weather over that weekend.
It was horrendous.
But the benefit of having Manchester Pride in the village, you're using city centre streets, it's hard standing, you're not going to get the issues with flooding and mud and the like. But there's no doubt that if you get a downpour in 3 days out of 4, it does affect attendance.
Of course it was. Even if you bought a ticket, I mean, like full price ticket, and it was. We bought tickets for Alton Towers online for 4 years running, and it's rained, and we've never gone. So that's just the same thing, isn't it? So I think. How ticket sales this year?
They're quite healthy. The early bird ticket sales were good. We changed the way we sold early bird this year to try and bring those sales forward, and that was quite effective. We're now into the advanced ticket sales. Cool. It's £21 for 4 days entertainment in 3 arenas. It's still quite good value. Very
good value, and I challenge everyone who Facebook's a comment about it. You go somewhere else for 4 days for that.
As successful as the people who come along want to make it. If you come along not prepared to give the acts a chance, you've come along with a preset attitude that you don't like the acts and they're not great, then you're not going to have a good time. But come along with an open attitude, and you'll see. We want to give up and coming acts a chance to get on our main stage in Stackpole Gardens. I particularly want to see LGBT acts on main stage, and I want to see Manchester acts on main stage.
All for that. I want to talk about the acts. You've answered half of it already. I've not looked at much publicity stuff because I thought I will let you tell me and I can go, oh wow. Who have we got this year so far? I know you can't tell me the huge big headlining act just yet.
But if we take it day by day, on Friday we are going to be opened by the lovely Alexander Stewart, Manchester lad, openly gay, jazz musician. Anyone who came to Supersonic will see him perform. He performed on main stage Sunday last year, and he's really good at getting the crowd going. We've got a London band, Velvet Stream, warming up for our headliners on Friday. The Feeling, Dan Gillespie Sells, lead singer, openly gay.
Which I didn't know.
He's also a patron of the Albert Kennedy Trust. There's a good connection there, and unbelievably for a band that's been around for that long, with an openly gay lead singer, with a band member who's married to Sophie Ellis-Bextor, this will be their first ever Pride.
Right. So you sold it to me now, because for me, the Feeling in my head were a band from a couple of years back, but we've got great connections with LGBT, which is...
and they did our Supersonic event at the Concord Hangar in April, and they were superb live. They were even better than I expected them to be. They did a huge range of stuff. We went from Disney and Bugsy Malone through to the Beastie Boys. It was superb.
Even amazing. And then on Saturday we are...
Saturday we've got a really good Manchester day in a lot of ways. We've got The Mend, we've got Rowetta, we've got Misha B, we've got Swiss Lips, up and coming acts, and to round off Saturday evening we've got Sam Sparrow, again, openly gay, and Black and Gold was a gay pride event, and we shouldn't shy away from that.
No.
And it's Manchester Pride, so I want to get to a situation where main stage we see comfortably 3/4 of the acts are either have an live LGBT connection or are from Manchester. And Manchester is such a rich musical heritage that shouldn't be too hard.
No, definitely. The more you explain it, the more it comes together in my mind. So hopefully the video will do the same to other people. And Sunday is
Sunday. No, that's the Monday. Sunday we've got Ren Have You, fantastic Salford lass, and the number 5 album last year has done.
Yes, we love one. I can't remember.
Through the Night was her.
Yeah. My housemate loves her.
Yeah, she is brilliant, and yeah, a fantastic voice, local lass. Great.
What's she called again?
Ren Harvey.
Ren Harvey, that's right.
We have Kate Nash as the support act for
she's a
headliner.
At a disco. The club act, isn't she?
Her big hit was Foundations, people know. Quite edgy, quite a political act actually. She's doing a wee small festival out at the Islington Mill 2 weeks before Manchester Pride.
Cool.
So that is good to have an artist who has a passion as a message as well. And then we have our Sunday night headliner who I can't announce yet, I'm afraid.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a Canal.
No exclusives. But they are current, they're going to be smash. It's going to be a superb way to round off the Sunday.
Okay, on camp.
Yeah, fun.
Fun.
Fun, current, modern and good.
Charty.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we hit...
it's like playing Who's Who. Do you like glasses?
Are they a band?
Are they all girls? Well, they won last week.
Are they hot? And then on Monday, as you touched on, we have our reality day.
Right.
And we've got a real mix of X Factor, The Voice, British Talent.
Cool.
We've got the Manchester Airport Choir who did Sing While You Work with Gareth Malone.
See, because it was billed originally as an X Factor Day, wasn't it?
It's a reality day.
Reality
day, very much.
That's cool.
So we've got Ryland, we've got Lucy, we've got Michelle McManus. There's a really nice mix in there of people do some village regulars. We've got the fantastic Bosom Buddies from British Talent, regular ambassadors. So
cool.
Shaping up to be really.
When I first thought it was been an X Factor only day, I was a little bit, but now you've sold it to me once again.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And not forgetting, we've got our dance arena for the first time, Lifestyle Expo. It used to drive me mad. You come along to Manchester Pride and the big bit of usable undercover space was shut up at 6 o'clock.
Right.
So what we're doing this year is...
Is that over near Paddy's Goose?
It is. It's opposite Paddy's Goose. Fantastic pub, I do like it. So in the Bloom Street car park, Lifestyle Expo daytime, we'll pack it all up at 5:30 and reopen in there at night as a dance arena.
Oh, what? Cool.
And we'll be announcing the dance arena acts over the next week.
Not one exclusive.